Let's start constructing our application by first putting a label control underneath our existing label. The purpose of this label control will be to give instructions to the user and also to display the responses of our application. Notice that the text value for this label is set by default to the word label, and the name or ID property of this control is set to label 2. Our first is set to label 1, therefore our second would be set to label 2 by default. So let's change the text property to a typical instruction for the user. We'll write, please enter your name and a colon. And when we click in some other property or on the screen, the instructions appear in this label. This is what the user will see when they first open the application. Now let's put a text box control on the screen. It doesn't have to be very large, but it should have enough room so that the user can enter their name and then hit submit. Notice that this text box control is automatically ID'd as text box 1. You can see that if you scroll to the bottom to the last property, the ID property is text box 1. If you wanted to make this text box have a default value that would appear when the application first opened, you would enter some text in the text property. As it is, we want it to be empty when the user first opens the application, so we're going to leave this property blank. Now let's go over and choose the button control and put a button on the screen. This control also has a name or ID, button 1, and the text says button. We'll change that to submit, so the user knows what to do.